This part of the test will measure your listening ability when it comes to the conversations and lectures in academic settings. You will listen to a recording, and then answer questions about it. You will be able to take notes while listening, and you can listen to the recording only once. The questions must be answered in the presented order. During the exam, you will not be allowed to go back to the previous question. Now listen to the lecture.
Good day, students. Today we'll delve into the intriguing and diverse world of Scandinavian vegetation. Scandinavia, as you may know, is a part of Northern Europe that includes the nations of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Due to a unique combination of elements, including latitude, climate, and geological history, the vegetation in this area is highly distinctive. Let's begin by looking at the primary plant species that can be found in Scandinavia. The coniferous forest, mixed deciduous woodland, and alpine or Arctic tundra are the three main ecological zones. The most prevalent vegetation in Scandinavia is coniferous forest, which is composed primarily of spruce and pine trees. These woods are distinguished by their heavy cover of trees, chilly winters, and rather warm summers. As you travel south, you'll come across mixed deciduous forest, which are composed of a mix of deciduous and coniferous trees, including beech, oak, and elm. The majority of these woods may be found in Denmark, as well as the southern regions of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Last but not least, the treeless alpine or Arctic tundra is characterized by low-growing plants, grasses, and mosses. In Scandinavia's far north and high mountain regions, this zone is most prevalent. Let's now talk about the variables that have influenced Scandinavian vegetation over time. The kinds of plants that are still abundant in this area now are mostly a result of the Ice Age, which ended around 12,000 years ago. A region that had been initially settled by pioneering species, like birch and willow, was left behind as the ice receded. The vast range of plant life that we observe now was established over time as different species slowly migrated into the area. The Scandinavian climate has influenced the region's vegetation in addition to its geological past. You may be aware that the warm ocean circulation known as the Gulf Stream moderates the climate in Western Europe. Its impact is less noticeable in Scandinavia, where the environment is colder and more hostile than one might anticipate at these latitudes. The vegetation in Scandinavia therefore resembles the subarctic region more so than the temperate zone. The vegetation of Scandinavia has also been shaped by human activity. People in this area have used agricultural methods that have changed the local environment for generations. Slash and burn agriculture, which is widely practiced and has produced a patchwork of open meadows and recovering forest, is one illustration of this. Some species that might not have thrived in their natural habitat have been able to do so because of these perturbations. In conclusion, the distinct geological history, climate, and human activity of Scandinavia have resulted in the formation of a rich and diversified vegetation that is still changing now. It will be interesting to see how this dynamic ecosystem responds to and changes as environmental conditions change. The vast range of plant life that we observe now was established over time as different species slowly migrated into the area.
Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Hi, I'm working on a research project for my history class, and I could use some help finding sources. Can you assist me?
Of course. What's the topic of your research project?
I'm researching the impact of the printing press on the dissemination of knowledge in Europe.
That's a fascinating topic. I'd recommend starting with our online database, which has numerous academic articles and primary sources on the subject. You can access it using your student login credentials.
Thank you. I'll definitely look into that. What about books? Are there any key texts I should consider?
Yes, there are several books on the topic in our library. One important work on this topic can be found in the library. However, that book is currently checked out, and it might not be returned for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll have to find another way to access it.
You know, we can request a copy from another library through the interlibrary loan system. It usually takes about a week for the book to arrive.
That would be really helpful. Thank you so much for your assistance.
You're welcome. Don't hesitate to come back if you have any further questions or need more help. Good luck with your research project.